Hello and welcome to Swarm of Comics. I'm Randy, your handsome and humble host. And as you can see, I'm in a completely different location than I have been in all my other 61-something videos or whatever they happen to be. I decided to spring for a new camera. I think I was inspired to get a cheaper version of what Stefan uses on his channel on Doghouse, so make sure you watch that channel. It's great stuff, and he seems like a great guy. I got a bundle on Amazon with this camera, Sony ZV-1F. I don't know, it's the cheapy entry-level vlogger, I hate that word, camera, and it was this bundle. They basically threw in all this stuff for free. Microphones, lights, handheld cameras, tripods, 128 gigabyte discs, the whole 9 yards. And I'm actually connected using my phone, and that's how I'm controlling it right now to start and stop the video. So anyway, I had put up these shelves behind me some months ago, and I just couldn't get the lighting right down here. And as you can see, I still don't have the lighting right, but I think it's good enough to try and test out one video to see how it is. I don't think it'll ever be as light and bright as my office upstairs, but also I can decorate the walls behind me a little bit better. Not that you can really see them, it's kind of like all the light is on me, but I'm figuring out and working on it. Thank you to one of my viewers who commented and gave me some suggestions on polarized lighting and some things like that. I'm definitely going to continue to work on that. But you have to ask yourself, I don't make any money. I don't have enough followers or views to be monetized, and I'm fine with that. So you have to ask yourself, how much money do you want to dump into it? I was just using my webcam and my laptop that I just used for work, so before. So this is a big step to do these things. But anyway, hopefully this looks okay. I'd love feedback. We're going to see how this sounds. This might never see the light of day if I get this onto my laptop, and the sound is terrible. I'm using the sound from the camera, not the microphone they gave me. The microphone that they gave me looks really cool, but it just sounds like a hiss. Like it's so good it's picking up the hiss of everything. So I'm going to see if I can hook up my microphone that I normally use to this. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. So we're going to try it out. All right, anyway, enough babbling about this new setup here. Hopefully you dig this. I kind of picked out some of my cool stuff. I have some, I think it's Bronze Age stuff down the bottom here. Some of my Bronze Age keys. I have some Golden Age keys here. And what you kind of probably can't see up there is I have all magazine-sized books. Some Foom, Dick Tracy, Vampirella, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What I have today is there's an auction that I've bought a bunch of books from over the years. I think they're called 7Gs. That's the name of it. And they go through the auction site High Bid. And they had some pretty decent stuff. There's a couple of things like First Fing Fang Foom. Just people wanted too much money for that. It's just not worth what they got for it. I'm glad they got tons of money for the books they did. There was a couple of keys that I wanted, but I knew my ceiling. When you go in, don't get auction fever. Look at the books that are on sale, figure out what they're sort of going for and what you're willing to pay. How badly do you need that book? The books I bought, I didn't need any of them that badly. One of them I kind of did. And I might have overbid a little bit, but I did really want it. The rest of them, I knew my ceiling, I put in my high bid, and I just happened to be the one to win most of these auctions. But I've been in auctions before where I see something I just can't lose. I don't want to lose. Don't get yourself there. Don't get into that trap. There's others out there. Sometimes you think like, I'll never find this again, or I won't find this condition, or yes, I'm overspending a little, but once I grade, it'll be worth it. Get those thoughts out of your head. Unless you're rich and then you can just buy anything you want, but I'm not. So let's go through these books that I won. I actually won way more than I expected to win. So I'm going to start with this first book. Now, again, the scan's online. There's one or two photos. Luckily, this auction happens to be fairly close to me, but I did not take advantage of being able to go there to preview the books beforehand, mostly because I bid on them and kind of forgot about it until the day of the auction, and then it was too late. I started getting notifications the auction was coming up, and I was like, oh, I forgot I even bid on these. So I will say that the majority of these are in rougher condition than you could tell from scans, and you have to worry about that. It's one of the things about buying raw books. But I'm okay with it. So this first one here, maybe I spent a little too much because now that I have it and I can see it, I don't know how much of a press is going to do for it. It's a little dirty, it's got a little shadowing on it, and it's got more spine ticks than I could see. But I think it's kind of cool to get. It is Thundercats #1 from 1985, probably. That would be my guess. I'm not really sure. Star Comics, this was the Kitty line from Marvel back in 85, I think it was. So, yeah, 85. Pick that up. It's got some shadowing on the side over here. It's rough at the top. It's got a ton of spine ticks. It's definitely, the listing actually says excellent condition. They have a very different idea of what excellent condition is than I do. But this next one was in better condition than I thought. And I already have it, but I figured this, if I could get this cheap and get it slabbed, I'm definitely in good shape on this one. So this is Doorway to Nightmare #1. I'm not sure anybody loves any other issues. They really love issue #1 with this cool cover. We dare you to enter the Doorway to Horror #1. This looks like it's in really good shape. Like with a press, this could get in the 9s. And I think I paid $20 for it. I definitely think that was worth it. Somebody might tell me I'm crazy, but I think this is one I didn't even bother to look up beforehand. I just saw it and I was like, I'll bid $20 and I won. And I thought that was worth it. So that was book #2. Book number 3, 4, and 5, and I've talked about this in my videos before. Fawcett Publications created Captain Marvel, who we later came to know as Shazam, is not to confuse things with Marvel Comics, Captain Marvel. But back in the day, Fawcett Publications put out 1 million books. They had the Marvel family, had Miss Marvel, WoW Comics. There's 1 million books that were focused around, and I'm pretty sure that Captain Marvel was bigger than anybody. It might even have been bigger than Superman at one point. And then when the superheroes sort of died away, disappeared. But in the UK, they revived him, but they changed it. Instead of Captain Marvel, he became Marvel Man. Different uniform, and as you all know this because it was revived by Alan Moore in the 1980s, and it took a more serious tone. There was even, I think, Marvel Boy. These are from the 1950s, like 1955, 56, and this is what Captain Marvel became and kept going in the UK. Maybe even in Australia, I'm not really sure. But this says right on here, L. Miller and Sons in London. Not sure how this camera's going to do. I haven't been looking at the camera to see how it's doing and showing things up. I know, a lot of shadows, weird glares, but we're figuring things out as we go here. This is our test video. So I got this one. This is Volume 1, number 75. This was Volume 1, number 98. 6 like that cover a lot, and this is in pretty good shape. These are in good shape. And then this one here was in excellent shape, and it's one of the controversial type covers. I'm not sure it was definitely bid more for this than the others, but this is Marvel Man #1, Volume 1, number 74, and this has got their version apparently of the KKK called the ZZZ. Oh, I'm sorry. There it is. Maybe you didn't even see any of the other covers until I have them back here. Again, I'm still working on this. Hooded KKK type figures on the covers as villains and bad guys is always big, especially in the EC comics and things like that back in the day. So I picked those up. I thought I got them a pretty good price, $20 each or something like that. Maybe the hooded one was $30, but I didn't think they were that bad. It's tough because there's not a lot of history for them for how much they should be worth, but that's what I was comfortable at, and I don't think I overpaid. Okay, next couple of books. Really nice shape. Pretty happy with these. One of them's a little more beat up than I thought, but it looks good. So I'll get these cleaned and pressed and submit them. They're not worth $1 million, not super keys. The first one is Tales of Suspense. And this one is first Scarecrow from Marvel, I guess. I'm not sure why Marvel was able to get away with Scarecrow, but that was Tales of Suspense. So this is 51, fairly early in the Iron Man run. And then the second one is 56, which is the first Unicorn. As you all know, the Unicorn. So they were both pretty clean. Nice looking, sharp colors, good gloss on them. Again, I might have picked those up, or I feel like I picked those up for a pretty good steal. Next up was a couple of Fantastic Four. This one's a little more beat on the spine than I expected, but this is the first Dragon Man. This is Fantastic Four 35. Spine's beat up, but the rest of it looks really good. But it was a pretty good cheap price. And then Fantastic Four number 20, which is the first Molecule Man. Definitely needs a press. Not sure if this is water damage or wrinkling, but it's an old Fantastic Four, issue number 20, in pretty good shape. First Molecule Man. So, nice key there. A couple of minor keys. Molecule Man, of course, my first real interaction and learning about Molecule Man was in Secret Wars in 1984. He became a big factor in the whole fight with the Beyonder and Doom and everything like that. So those are a bunch of good Silver Age stuff in there that I think I got a pretty good price. And we're down to my last two favorite books of the batch. This one I didn't even know existed until I saw this auction. And it's in pretty good shape. It has more spine ticks than I expected, but it's a pretty rare, hard-to-find book. I think the number of them that was made was pretty low. And it is an ode, or if you would say a parody, of Something's Killing the Children. And it's called Someone is Kissing the Redhead. And it is an Archie book. And as you can see, it has the same parody cover as Something is Killing the Children, number 1. Maybe you can see Archie and the redhead at the bottom there. So this is the one that I think I overbid on, especially now that I see the conditions a little worse than I thought. I'm going to hope this comes in like an 8. It's worse than I thought. But I barely could find any listings for it. It seems so rare. It looks like Archie Comics, Stadium Comics exclusive, has a lot of parody tribute covers. This one just happened to be one that I really loved because I love the book Something's Killing the Children, which I bought from issue 1. I got my issue number 1 graded. It came in a 9.6 because unfortunately when I got it and I got the whole bunch of the first issues, I kind of just threw them in a pile. I didn't bag and board them and probably got a little dinged with a spine tick, unfortunately. But I do have the first issue. I bought it when it came out at cover price. So cover price, a couple of bucks plus grading it for 20 bucks. I'm still in the black on that one. All right, last book, and it was never a real target of mine, but this one was in really good shape, and it does have some nice history. It is a Western book, Silver Age Western book, and you're saying to yourself, a Silver Age Western book, who really cares? Well, this is Two Gun Kid. So this is Two Gun Kid number 77, and this is with, I can't see, the Panther right here. And if you look, if this zooms in correctly, you'll say, wow, that looks just like the Black Panther. And this is obviously a prototype for the Black Panther before it came out. So it's a pretty good key. I mean, it literally looks exactly like the Black Panther. Exactly. I mean, I'm sure it's a prototype. It really should be, in my opinion, considered the first Black Panther. But this book is clean. I hope you guys can see that. I'm not sure if this camera could show it, but this is pretty clean, pretty good looking book. That's definitely a key that I was really happy to pick up. And I'm definitely going to get that pressed and graded by my good buddy Tom, Comic Tom as I call him. Hey Tom. And yeah, that's the last book. So I hope this all came out good. Hopefully we'll be seeing this on YouTube. I appreciate you guys coming by. I want to say thank you because you guys have watched my videos, watch the whole things, comment. It's such a nice community. Everybody's really friendly, good comments, no trolls, no baloney or anything like that. Just good, friendly people that have good input, good comments. They enjoy the books and it makes me happy. Definitely one of the things I became scared of when more people started watching my videos dealing with baloney and garbage, but it's pretty free of that, and I'm pretty happy about that, and I want to thank all you guys for supporting me, all the regular people, all the new people. If you're just seeing this for the first time, I apologize. Other videos are way better than this. Maybe watch those and don't abandon me. But definitely like, subscribe, and give comments. That helps get more viewers, more subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you want to pass this on to any of your pals that maybe like videos, like comic books, send them my way. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the other YouTubers that I learn from and steal from, and are all pretty nice people. Like I said, Doghouse Comics, Mon Comics, Automatic Comics, Bronzeville Comics, all cool ones. So basically everything I do, I just copy from them. I don't know anything. So, all right. Again, Randy, Swarmer Comics. Thanks for joining me. Bye.